Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. Alright, so I finally, not that I finally got done, but I am kind of processing what I just read, which is something I very rarely do. So this is a review of The Twin by Natasha Preston. Now, this is my first Natasha Preston book that I bought. I actually bought it as a pack. So I think 5 or 6 books. And this was the first one, so because it was kind of like, if it's like, if you're facing like this, it's like the first one. So, first one. Um, so, um, so it's about this girl called Iris, who I believe I hope I have the right name. Um, let's see here. Oh, Ivy. Sorry. Ivy. So Ivy is a twin. Ivy is a twin. And her sister is Iris. And they grew up together, mostly. And what happens is, their mother divorces their father. Ivy goes to live with her father, and Iris goes to live with her mother, or with their mother. Well, a couple years later, Mommy Dearest dies. She dies in a so-called freak accident of, like, she was running, and she slipped, fell, and died. So, of course, the police are like, this was an accident and everything. And, of course, Iris has to come and live with the father. Well, Iris is a little odd. It's just a little odd. Definitely a little odd. Iris, unlike Ivy, is not mourning Mommy's death. In fact, she doesn't talk about Mother at all. Doesn't talk about Mother at all. Not interested in the apartment or the place they inherited in the mother's estate. Nothing at all. This girl is weird beyond anything. And I am standing there during my downtime reading this book. I don't get in trouble because it's not electronic, because it's, not electronic device. Because it's a book. And I'm reading this book during my downtime, and I'm thinking to myself, there's just something that's not adding up with Iris's behavior. Iris doesn't act like she's in grief. Their father's like, it's hard for to process it. I'm like, this guy is so stupid. I am literally not joking. This man is so stupid. Who in the right mind does not grieve the death of a loved one? Even, like Nan, who is the grandmother, is trying to get, like, there's a scene where she's making this homemade spaghetti, and Iris wants nothing to do with it. And, she's very, very manipulative. And one by one, people that Ivy thought would believe her no matter what, including her own father, turns on her. And this is the thing about Iris. Iris is mentally insane. She is absolutely a psychopath. And here's the weird thing about it, is that not only is she extremely manipulative in this book, but even after she has been gone for months, people in the town still believe her lies. And she's so good at the manipulation and the and everything like that, that she actually fooled the police into believing that her mother's death was an accident. It was an accident. She was murdered by Iris. And same thing happened to Kat, who was supposedly Iris's friend, and of course Kat also died. As you're reading this book, you get to see the struggles that Ivy goes through to try, first of all, to keep her sanity, because she's not in an ideal, there's nothing ideal about what's going on. Nothing. And the mother suspected that Iris was mentally ill. In fact, found a book about mental illness in children. And basically, Iris confesses to her that she killed their mother and also killed Kat. The only problem is that Ivy never recorded the confession, which would have been so good to do. But yes, but I don't really, I will say this, I gave the book 5 stars. I absolutely did. Absolutely gave it 5 stars, because it definitely was worth the 5 stars it got. But if you are going to be meeting up with someone who you suspect is a killer, I would get myself some recording equipment. I really would. Even if it's my own phone, I would record the confession. But she was not thinking clearly, because when she confessed to killing their mother because of the fact that she was dating this guy called Carl, she lost her cool. And that's something you don't do when you're confronting somebody who you believe is a killer. You never lose your cool around them, because that is exactly what they want. They want you to lose all semblance of anything, because they have manipulated so many people into believing their lies, that if you do something like that, they're going to believe that, you're unhinged. So the problem with Iris is she's now become extremely cocky, and this is very apparent in the ending of the book, that she is going to plant evidence to prove to the police that Ivy killed their mother. And one of the things that really benefited Iris in the story was the fact that the police declared an accident, so they did not search the mother's apartment or home for evidence, because it was an accident. I firmly think the police really messed this one up, because even if you label, it's because there's no saying. Every suicide or every accidental death is automatically considered a homicide until evidence comes out that that it was an accident or it was suicide. So it's automatically a homicide, which means they should have done their due diligence. But I think this is all part of like how good she is, how good she's able to manipulate and to make people believe what she wants them to believe. And now she has put the only person who knows the truth about what happened that day in a loony bin. And now, what is she going to do? Now she's probably going to kill the father. because she has a taste for murder. And it's only a matter of time before he ends up dead. And, yeah. Of course, she might decide to wait till after Ivy's released to kill the father. But I looked up the other books in the series, and there is no other mention about Ivy. So I am going to Google this and see if she does intend to bring Ivy back, because I really would like to see this psycho woman, a psycho girl, finally get what is coming to her, because she's a danger to people. She's a danger to people. But anyways, loved the book a lot. I just could not. I actually got this book done in a single night. In a single night. This is how good this book actually is. So I really recommend The Twin by Natasha Preston to anyone who wants to read a book about a evil, demented, psychotic twin sister. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, I will let you guys go. I'll see you next time.